Did you inherit $1 million from your grandparent, or are you about to become wealthy from someone else's hard work? If you say yes to these questions, this show is not for you. You, the hardworking, committed, and ambitious professional who have a 9-to-5 corporate job or a 12-hour shift worker keeping the assembly line running. Perhaps you run your gig as a freelancer, or maybe you run a small business. You are in the right place. Welcome to the Career Evangelist Podcast, where you get your weekly tips, ideas, strategies, and inspiration to find purpose in what you do so you can build a career you are passionate about and live a fulfilled life. Here is your host, Bola Alabi.
Hey, awesome people. Welcome back to another thrilling episode of this podcast. I hope you are all having a fantastic day, because today we are going to be diving into the exciting topic of how to win in the game of life. And boy, do I have some exciting insights to share with you. But before we get started, let's talk about the jaw-dropping news headline from CNN. I don't know if you have seen it, but can you believe this? A single Powerball ticket in Los Angeles scored a mind-blowing $1.08 billion jackpot. Think about that. Now, picture this. You just won a jaw-dropping $1 billion jackpot. Can you imagine the thrill of having all that money in your hands? Maybe not literally in your hand, but in your bank account. Wow! Imagine what you could do with all that money, all that Benjamins in your account. But wait, before we get carried away in our daydreams, let's bring it back to reality. In life, just like the lottery, you've got to play so you can win. And I'm not taking you on a fantasy trip here, I promise. This is the cold, hard truth. If you don't take a chance, you can't taste victory. Life is like a game, and some people are slaying it while others are struggling to find their footing. We've all seen both sides of the coin. But it's not a time to get discouraged, because today's episode is tailor-made for those who feel like they are stuck in the quicksand of life or running on a never-ending treadmill. Yes, we are talking to you. I'm focused on those people that are not making progress, those people that are showing up but not seeing any accomplishment. Yes, we need to make a change. I've got 4 mind-blowing tips that will get you back in the race and sprint you towards your goals. So if you are ready, let's strap on our motivational sneakers and hit the ground running. So tip number 1 for you. In the game of life, you need to get specific about what you really want. Picture this. You are at an all-you-can-eat buffet, and everything you desire is laid out before you. What do you choose? What that means is that you need to identify those areas in your life where you want to see significant changes. Is it your career, your finances, your relationships, or maybe even your health? Grab a notebook, get detailed, and write down your desires. You need to be specific about what you want in life. If you want that promotion at work before the end of the year, boom, write it down. If your goal, if your desire is to start earning an extra $500 in passive income every month, oh wow, you've got to write that down too. And no, we are not being vague here at all. We are talking about crystal clear details, my friend. Let's be kind to ourselves and dream big. That's what I had. You have to dream big. If you don't ask the universe for what you want, you'll end up with the leftovers, and we don't want that, right? You don't want the leftover. You want to get to your ideal life. And to get to your ideal life, you have to be specific. You have to identify what you want. Oh, and let's ditch those negative, it won't work thoughts. Okay? Don't do that to yourself. Changing your life starts with changing your thinking. You've got to embrace positivity and watch the magic happen. Now, on to tip number 2. It's time to call in the experts. You know, I love talking about mentors. I have a lot of mentors in my life. Those are people who have already conquered what you desire. They are like the pros in the game of life, and you can learn a lot from them. Don't be shy, reach out, connect, and let their wisdom light your path. Like me, when I wanted that promotion on the job, I reached out to someone higher up the ladder, and guess what? He became my mentor, and I scored that promotion. Okay, let's not be deceived. It took time. It took dedication. It took me following some specific plans before it happened. And guess what? My recent foray into the stock market, I found an expert online that was making tons of money trading stocks. I learned from this guy, and now I'm also making an extra $500 every week just by trading stocks. And that's what I mean. Connect with experts. Connect with people that have done what you are trying to do. You do not need to reinvent the wheel. Learn from these people. And guess what? You will also be able to find your own path. Number 3, now that you've got your role models, it's time to create your game plan. Imagine you are plotting your way to victory in a thrilling adventure. So what's your vision for your dream life? I want you to think big, my friends, because as they say, people perish without a vision. Write down your vision, organize your thoughts, and let's get this show on the road. And hey, if you want more wisdom on winning in life, you need to check out my book, The Winner's Ways. It's a game changer. Grab your copy on Amazon. Now we are approaching the finish line, and tip number 4 is here. You need to follow up and follow through. Every of our accomplishments starts with a thought, but it doesn't end there. It's time to turn those thoughts into actions. You need to play the lottery of life. You need to work hard for that promotion. You need to study for those exams so you can pass. You need to start that business so that you can make it profitable. You need to invest your money so it can grow. You need to do it all. Because as they say, you can't win if you don't play. It's time for you to step up, take action, and make things happen. Don't let your dreams remain fantasies. Turn them into reality. By the way, I also have a program for you on that. Head on to Udemy and find my course, Success Blueprint from Vision to Reality. You'll thank me for that later. It's time for you to be a go-getter. Remember, the game doesn't end with a mere thought. I've said that before. It's time to make those moves. You must do something. You must act. Because you know what? You can't win if you don't play. So let's kick those excuses to the curb and unleash the winners within us. And that's where I'm wrapping it today, my fabulous listeners. A supercharged episode on how to win in the game of life. That's what I just presented. It's been a blast sharing these amazing tips with you today. If you loved what you heard, make sure to leave us a sparkling review. I adore your feedback. And hey, if you haven't subscribed to this show yet, please hit that subscribe button so you won't miss out any more exhilarating episodes. Remember, you are the hero of your own life's game. So let's get out there and make those winning moves. Until next time again, keep rocking like the champions you are. Thank you for listening.